Pastor Paul Teske has over 40 years of ministry experience as a church planter, senior parish pastor, Navy chaplain, and seminar speaker. He has ministered in over 60 countries and has appeared on numerous television and radio shows. He has collected over the years a wealth of knowledge and understanding about kingdom work in different areas of ministry, and now makes himself available as a mentor to impart wisdom into those who seek his counsel. If you're at a place in your life where you need wisdom, invest a few minutes of your time and watch Rev Up with Rev.
Welcome to Rev Up with Rev. I want to share with you some thoughts from my heart that may be helpful for you. I want to talk to you about the destructive nature of unforgiveness in your life. Jesus talks a lot about the need to forgive and move away from unforgiveness. In fact, he spends more time on that than almost any other subject in the New Testament. Why is that important? Because unforgiveness will establish a root of bitterness in your life. When you can't forgive, then you begin to resent. And when you resent, you get angry, you get frustrated. And then anger and frustration can lead to retaliation. You want to get even. And retaliation can slide into violence. You just lose control. And then that violence can sometimes turn to death. I mean, it becomes that destructive. So when you have a root of bitterness that's birthed with unforgiveness in your life, the antidote to that is to forgive, to release, to give it to God. People say to me all the time, well, if you knew what so-and-so did to me, if you knew what they did to me, then you'd know that I couldn't forgive them. No, look, that's not the point. I'm not saying you invite them to dinner and become their best friend. I'm just saying you release them. You forgive them. You release them. Give them to God. You lay them on the altar and say, Lord, I forgive this person. They're yours, and walk away from it. I know people who are still held captive by dead people that they can't forgive. They will go to the grave. They'll want to spit on it, stomp on it. And what is it saying? It's saying that they are still emotionally tied to that root of bitterness that's holding them captive even by a dead person. So the reality is, if you want to be released from those feelings, the only way you can do it is to forgive. Now, there's a powerful correlation between unforgiveness and cancer. And I want to explain that to you. I want to take you down that path to understand how cancer often, not always, but oftentimes can be rooted in unforgiveness in your own life. If you can't forgive yourself for something, if there's something you've done that you can't forgive yourself, if you resent yourself for that, if you're angry with yourself because of that, if you want to retaliate against yourself, if you want to get violent against yourself, some people do. They'll start cutting themselves. That's a violent act because they can't forgive themselves, and ultimately can lead to death. I mean, you can hate yourself so much that through anorexia, you can starve yourself to death, or bulimia. You see, when you hate yourself, when you can't forgive yourself, it can lead you down a destructive path. Now, how does this impact you with cancer? I want to talk about this the next time I have my Rev Up, to let you know how there's a correlation, sometimes, not always, between cancer and unforgiveness in your life. So if there's something you need to forgive yourself for, begin to pray about it right now. I want to lead you down that path the next time we talk.
Thanks for taking the time to watch our weekly Rev Up with Rev. If you have a topic question, please email us at info@paulteske.com, and we'll respond by blog, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out our website at paulteske.com. God bless, and have a great day.